Canaan land, knowing what is coming because of our great company. And you and I as founders are looking forward to a lot of things happening this year. And for those guests who are joining us, we welcome you to our Papua New Guinea webinar. My name is David Bakau. I am one of the leadership council members here in Papua New Guinea. I have Susan Bakau, my wife, and Veronica Wang. Three of us are serving on the leadership council with OnPassive globally, representing Papua New Guinea. But before we carry on, I'll just go translate something into Pidgin and for our Pidgin viewers here. Thank you all Papua New Guinea. Thank you for joining me long this abinun time. Thank you Olgata all founder member Yumi. Happy New Year Yumi Olga Dayet. Isa finish Yumi start upside lo Jordan one of my upside desert now na Yumi crossing river Jordan coming side long. Canaan land 2022. So plenty something by come up long display ya. You know me awesome founder. Privileged honor long Yumi start awesome founder. Position Yumi serve one time CEO blo Yumi as mufara. Lo ipla nupla line, ipla stop one time ipla lo this meeting. Oside come up awesome founder yet. You only giving you invitation. Now you come inside. Now you sit down long this meeting. Mipla talk welcome lo you. Guest meeting. So meeting lo you. Suppose you stop. Now you harem mipla talk.
I think David might be frozen.
Yes.
Talk. Mipla Olgata, Mipla excited. Mipla look forward. One plakan business opportunity. And come long Yumi lo Papua New Guinea. Inoga one plakan company. And me bring him this kind of opportunity long all ordinary man Amerio sem you na me. Mipla small grassroots. Mipla stop. Plenty all company come inside. Only set him up company. Only work him business long all yet. That's all this company OnPassive. Come inside Papua New Guinea. Me play introduce him lo 2019. Suppose you nupla you come in, you know so long legal story blo how company come inside long Papua New Guinea long 2019 me been bungim deslaman sidan long screen ya name long mati digamo me been bungim online time yok long painim road long painim one pla business opportunity in up long helping me na time me go online na me bungim na me been giving me this invitation long join him OnPassive. So time me looking business na me sawe long me looking more kata all product na all stories time inside me how much through long join him this company na me join him long 2019 na since then me play start lo share him this business na plenty mana Mary in Papua New Guinea me play join him finish. So suppose you come in now or some guest and first time lo harem or you harem na you know been attend meeting na now I'm chance lo come and me talk you come lo right time na right place because this company I'm no gaman company I'm no pilai I want pla true pla company I want pla information technology company I'm got headquarter long USA bossman I'm start lo USA name long I'm Ash Mufara na I'm got all me pla got all workman only work lo building this company lo India lo Hyderabad city so beyond you can read him more na you can saw but me no na pla pull him story more me larang me pla go back and long sharing lo this business na you can sit down na harem one pla video by one pla LC member blo me pla Mike Ellis and by sharing me pla playing video na and by working presentation na you can harem na bien you can explain him long one and something you got ask him long so thank you long harem blo you thank you everyone for turning up I see our usual friends are here, our LC members. Thank you, my big brother, Mati Digamo. Happy New Year to you and welcome to Papua New Guinea in 2022. And I see our usual faces, Lynn Nakamoto, I see Julie Nguyen, Bruce Del Rey, and Norel, and yeah, not forgetting, hey, my brother Chris, and Richard Lamont. Yes, we have all these people joining us all the time, and we welcome you, our family from overseas. We know the time is a bit late for you, but we thank you for your sacrifice and your enthusiasm to be with us here. And as we share together, we rub off that, we give off this energy to each other. So thank you for attending, and I will pass it on to Marty if he can share the screen and play the video that Mike Ellis is going to do the presentation. I tried to do it here, but I couldn't. So, Marty, are you able to do that?
Maybe. Is anybody else here able to do that if I give them the video? You could do it, Julie? Or Narelle? I don't care. Julie always raises her hand. Oh my God.
I'm right here in my computer. Just go ahead and send it to me. I'll do it.
Okay. Just give me 1 second, Julie. I got it right here. Oh my God, I got so many tabs up, I can't find it. Do you have it, Julie? Okay, 1 sec. I want to say a couple things before we start. Is that okay, David?
Go ahead, Marty. Yes.
Okay. Yeah, I just wanted to say, you know, this video is from Mike Ellis. I've been working with Mike Ellis for, oh my God, 8, 9 years, maybe almost 10. He's one of the best of the best. I joined him, like I said, that many years ago. We teamed together when we're together in OnPassive with Dan Street. And Mike was one of the first people to do videos in OnPassive. Very few people. I don't know of anybody that was doing videos like Mike was when we first started. There was a gentleman named Scott Nelson. He did a few, but it might be maybe once a month or so. Mike started doing them every week to train anybody. He sent them for everyone. I just want to give a shout out to Mike because he's been sick lately. So if you could keep him in your prayers, please do. He would never admit how bad he is, so I don't know. He's talking, but anyway, keep him in your prayers. Anyway, Mike Ellis is one of the best of sharing this business. I'm sure people all around the world have seen his videos. So this is a recording of Mike just doing the presentation. Anyway, thank you.
Please give me 1 second. It's it's opening right now.
Thank you, Julie.
You're welcome to. When I'm on Zoom, it's a bit slow, so it's loading right now. very unusual. Just give me a few minutes.
If that don't work, I know of a backup plan.
Just $1,000 right now. Well, forget about stocks, real estate, or cryptocurrency. There is a little known trend taking America by storm right now called digital real estate. And digital real estate creates online asset.
Today's webinar, as Susie said, is for the new people coming in and just exploring OnPassive. So if you're new, you're in for a treat. We're going to share some things with you that will give you a way forward to actually start building wealth online. And that's why we're all here. We're here to find a way to build wealth and get out of those financial woes that all of us have been in at one time or another. And OnPassive is a unique company, very revolutionary. And what Ash and his team has done, and Ash is the CEO of OnPassive, has given us that opportunity to come in, participate with OnPassive, and get in a place where we actually start building wealth. You know, I've been with OnPassive for 2.5 years, and I've been able to see the journey of OnPassive as Ash came out with his vision and started to develop and build OnPassive, and people started coming in very early on in the process of developing OnPassive. Ash's vision just exploded. And today, the 2.5, 3 year journey that I've been on has taken me to a place where OnPassive, it's a done deal. It is done. Susie talked about OnPassive being over 200 countries today. They are. Not only that, but giving millions of people around the world the opportunity to come in, participate, and get to that place where they don't worry about wealth. So as we think about OnPassive, we have to start with Ash Mufareh. Ash Mufareh is the CEO. He is the visionary. He is the brain trust behind OnPassive. And although it's taken me 2 years to watch what's been going on and happening with OnPassive, you are in a really, really unique position because we are in the process today of launching OnPassive to the world, a worldwide global launch. That is happening right now. And although I had to wait 2.5 years, 3 years for that to happen, the individuals coming in now, your wait is going to be very, very short. And as we go into the global launch, you will make money immediately. That's how quickly this thing is happening. Now, as we think about OnPassive, OnPassive is primarily a customer-based business. And all the products of OnPassive are made in Hyderabad. And the products of OnPassive are artificial intelligence and informational technology products. And all of these products are built from the ground up. They're proprietary, they're cutting edge, and all of these products cost less than their competitors at lower price point. And the product side of OnPassive is so important when you start to talk about the volume that OnPassive is going to be bringing in, the number of customers that OnPassive is going to be bringing in. And OnPassive is primarily a customer-based business, even though you and I have the privilege to come in, participate with OnPassive, and again, get all the benefits of OnPassive. It is primarily a customer-based business. Now, the products of OnPassive are wide-ranging, anywhere from an automated marketing platform that has all the tools we use to market online, to a educational platform, to an HR platform, human resources platform, to as simple as a webinar platform. Right now, we're on Zoom. That is a communication platform that people use to communicate back and forth. OnPassive will have that. Now, all the products of OnPassive are being served today through other companies online, and customers come in because they need these products. These products are in high demand, and they come in and are using a lot of the products that OnPassive will be launching to the world right now with other companies. Not only that, but they're coming in and they are paying a monthly fee to use these products. That's really, really important for you and I to keep that in the back of the mind, because as people come in, use these products, pay a monthly fee, as OnPassive does the global launch to the world and they switch over to OnPassive, they will be paying a monthly fee, which makes our income a residual income. And it's really, really difficult to build wealth online unless you have a residual income. So as we look at the products of OnPassive, they are superior to anything that's out there. They're at a lower price point and people will flock in to use them. Why? It's just a couple of simple reasons why people will come in and use the products of OnPassive. Number one, it just makes their life easier. Number two, it makes their business easier. And number three, it makes their bottom line better. If you can use a product that you've been using for years and years and years, get one that's superior at a lower price point, saving you 30, 40, 50, 60% on that one product, people will come in and they will absolutely love it. And above and beyond that, as they come in and use the products of OnPassive, they're never going to leave, because the products of OnPassive are 5 to 10 years ahead of the competitions that is out there. And when you look at the products of OnPassive, we have no competition. That's how good Ash and his tech team in Hyderabad are. And the tech team in Hyderabad, they're about 200 strong right now. They make all the products of OnPassive, and they are brilliant. The guys and gals that are over there, what they're doing, what they have done is just remarkable. And as we look at OnPassive and the global launch of OnPassive, and I will talk about that a little bit toward the end, we know that as we go into the global launch of OnPassive, OnPassive will be a billion-dollar company. I think their value as we go into the global launch of OnPassive will be right around $3 billion. Now, that's really, really important to understand that this is something that's never been done in the history of business, in the history of the world. OnPassive will be the first company as they go into the global launch that will launch as a unicorn company, a billion-dollar company. Why is that important to you? Again, when we start talking about the volume of OnPassive, the sheer number of customers and the wealth that's going to be generated by OnPassive, Ash Mufareh has told us the wealth that's going to be coming into OnPassive, he's going to share with you and I. And it's not going to be 5% or 10% or 12%. He's going to share the majority of the wealth with you and I. And what that means is he's going to be sharing 52, 55, 60, 65% of the wealth that's coming into OnPassive. Again, unicorn company, billion-dollar company. That wealth is going to be coming into OnPassive, and the majority of that wealth is going to be shared with those individuals that are participating with OnPassive. That's you and I. And Susie earlier talked about the founder position. That's what we are. We're founding members right now, and I'll talk about that in a little bit. But as we look at the sheer wealth that OnPassive is going to be bringing in, sharing it with you and I, the founding members of OnPassive, that puts us in a really unique position, again, to take care of that bottom line. So let's talk about the wealth just very, very quickly. And then I'm going to talk about what OnPassive is going to do for you specifically so that you can build that wealth. That's where it gets really, really exciting for those founding members that are in OnPassive. As we talk about the volume of OnPassive, let's talk about this Zoom that we're looking at right now. This is a webinar platform, communication platform that people use to communicate. And Zoom is the largest webinar platform online today. They're one of the big dogs. And as we look at Zoom and the amount of revenue they've done in the last 12 months, they did about $2.6 billion in revenue. That's the amount of money they made. That's the amount of money they cleared. The amount of business they did was way, way more than that, but they cleared $2.6 billion. And as we look at the webinar platform of OnPassive, it's called OConnect. And OConnect, again, is absolutely superior to what we're looking at right now. As we look at the Zoom webinar, this is really outdated technology that we're using today. And we've been using it for a little while, and we know there are a lot of hiccups to the Zoom webinar platform. That will not be the case with OConnect, and it will be unlimited. You can have as many people on a webinar as you want for the same cost. So again, it'll be superior at a lower price point. As we look at OnPassive using this particular Zoom platform, they spend about $10,000 a month to use this platform. Why do they do that? OConnect, it is done, it is ready, but it is integrated with all the other products of OnPassive So we can't pull that product out and use it right now. We have to wait for the global launch of OnPassive. That's why we use Zoom. But as we look at OConnect, the webinar platform of OnPassive, I've talked to some technicians that have come in and become founders of OnPassive. They know the industry, they know the technology, they know the language. And they tell me very, very nonchalantly that they believe as we go into the global launch of OnPassive, they will take 90 to 90% of the market away from Zoom and all the other webinar platforms that are out there. And there are about 24 other ones that are out there. And they say this like it's just a done deal. And they get very, very excited about one product in OnPassive taking 95% of the market away from those individuals that are servicing this market today. Very, very exciting things when you think about $2.6 billion, taking 90% of that away from the people that are servicing this niche and bringing it into OnPassive. Again, this is showing you the volume that's going to be coming into OnPassive, okay? That's one product. OnPassive has over 50 products, all proprietary, all built from the ground up, all cutting edge technology, all superior at a lower price point. And many of these niches are multi-billion dollar niches. Now, if we can do this with this platform, the Zoom platform, webinar platform, what are we going to do with the other platforms? It's going to be massive. And I will talk about volume a little bit more after I talk about what OnPassive is going to be doing for you. Really, that's the important part of everything we're talking about today. As we think about OnPassive and you come into OnPassive, we go into the global launch. OnPassive is going to go to work for each and every one of us. How are they going to do that? They're going to reach into their bucket of products, the IT products of OnPassive, and they're going to start building an automated marketing platform for each and every one of us, okay? When they do that, they're going to hook it up to AI. That makes it 100% automated. That's really, really important because as you come into any business, most people fail because they just don't have the skill sets to succeed online with those businesses. OnPassive, because they're hooking it up to AI, artificial intelligence, your business becomes 100% automated. That's a really, really big deal. It doesn't stop there. They're going to reach back into their box of tools. They're going to pull out traffic. Traffic is another product of OnPassive, and they're better than anybody I've ever seen at driving traffic. What is that? They're getting good qualified eyes in front of the products of OnPassive. As they come in, they're managing the sale. They're managing the people using the products. They're managing the whole process of people coming in and buying from OnPassive. That's a really, really big deal. Again, I don't want to have to manage 1,000 or 10,000 or 100,000 or 1 million customers in my business. OnPassive is going to do all of that for us. So they're going to drive traffic, get those good qualified eyes in front of us as they come in and buy. They're going to land underneath you, a certain percentage of them. That's how we get paid. As customers land underneath you, that's how you and I get paid in OnPassive. And it's a lot like a sales individual that does commission sales with a company, does a $100 sale, makes $10, makes 10%, makes $10 on that sale. That's how it's going to work with OnPassive. But again, because of the volume, we're not talking about 5 or 10 or 15 or 20 people landing underneath you as customers. It is going to be massive. And that's when we can actually start building well. So OnPassive is actually going to go to work for us, build the sales platform, hook it up to AI, drive traffic, manage the customers coming in. And again, as they land underneath us, that's how we're going to get paid. So this is very, very simple, but it's revolutionary. There has never been another company that will do this for those individuals coming in and participating with OnPassive. And if you ever find another company like that, and you won't, like Susie said, I've been doing this about 15 years. I have never seen this ever. A company that actually cares about the individuals they're bringing in and wants to see them successful. And by the way, OnPassive will guarantee you will be successful. They don't put a dollar amount on that, but they guarantee your success. And as you learn more about OnPassive, you're going to pick your own dollar amount. And whatever a dollar amount you pick, I can tell you based off of what I'm seeing and the experience I have, whatever number you pick, it's going to be too low. because OnPassive is going to outperform whatever you're thinking. So that's what OnPassive is going to be doing for us in a very simple terms. So how do we all come into OnPassive? Susie's talked about the founding membership. I've talked about it a little bit today. There is a position. It is the founding position. It is a $97 position. And what it does is it locks you into the company of OnPassive, locks you into the pay structure of OnPassive. That last part, really, really important, being locked into the pay structure of OnPassive. Now,
I'm going to show you how these 3 lines have made my company millions of dollars in profits. Now, you might be thinking, oh, this guy's going to talk.
Now, the founding position has many benefits as people come in and become founding members. I think for me, one of the biggest benefits is the ability to share OnPassive and change people's lives. And anytime you share OnPassive and you bring another individual in and they land in your organization, it's like an additional cash register. And customers are the same way. They're additional cash registers. But as you bring in additional people, they become founding members. That cuts time frames and gets you in a position to get to that place where you reach your financial goals quicker. And the founding position will do that. The founding position will also, as we go into the global launch of OnPassive, OnPassive is going to look at that position and go, okay, they were founding members. We're going to drive more traffic through their business than we do other people. It's a really big deal. The more eyes you can get in front of your business, the quicker your business grows. And OnPassive is going to do that with the founding position. There are other benefits to the founding positions. There will be bonuses that we can receive as founding members that no one else will be able to. And there are things that Ash hasn't even shared with us yet. So the founding position has tremendous value. It's a powerful position to get you in a place where you're ready to run as OnPassive goes into the global launch and get to that place of financial independence. So what do the founders do when OnPassive goes into the global launch of OnPassive? As OnPassive goes into the global launch, all the founders will come in and there will be a subscription fee. Now, the founding membership, $97, that's a one-time fee. You'll pay it out of pocket once. You'll never have to go out of pocket again. One time, $97 one time. It's the same with the subscription fee. As we come in, we're going to have to pay a subscription fee. That subscription fee is going to be between $200 and $300. I always tell people $300, total of about $400. It is a one-time fee. You'll pay it once. You'll never have to go out of pocket again. That's about a total of $400. Once we do that, we'll go into our back office. We'll click a button. We'll become independent resellers of the IT product. Why did I tell you that? In order to be paid from OnPassive, we have to become independent resellers of the IT product. You have to go in your back office, click the button, become an independent reseller of the IT products of OnPassive, and now OnPassive can pay you. Okay, let's back up to the subscription fee. That subscription fee, it is a monthly fee, okay? So if it's $300, it's a $300 fee month after month after month. But I told you, it's a one-time fee for you. Why? OnPassive, as they go into the global launch, will start to build your business. And they guarantee you will only pay that fee once, and the preceding months will be paid from the profits we make from the commissions of those individuals, those customers landing in our organizations. OnPassive guarantees that. So as we look at the $300 and the $97, one-time payment, one time out of pocket. After that, you will never have to come out of pocket again. Now, as we come in, pay the subscription fee, we get all the IT products of OnPassive. That's really important, because with those IT products, that's when OnPassive goes to work for us. They're going to build a sales platform. They're going to hook up to AI. They're going to drive traffic through it. They're going to drive customers through it. They're going to manage all the customers coming in. And as customers come in and land in your organization, you will get paid. So that's how the whole process is going to work. It's very easy. This is not a difficult process to understand. And the management of this process is done by OnPassive. Probably the biggest thing you're going to have to do is manage the money coming into your back office and making sure you take it out on a regular basis. So this is the company of OnPassive. I really want to talk about the volume just a little bit more so you understand all the things that OnPassive is doing for us, and then the sheer volume that's going to be coming into OnPassive. And I want to talk about 4 products of OnPassive, and those 4 products are OConnect, which is the webinar service. I want to talk about Academy, which is the educational platform. I want to talk about OStaff, which is the human resources platform that they'll have. And I want to talk about the traffic product that they'll have. If we look at those 4 niches and the total revenue that comes into all the companies that are servicing those niches today, it's about $483 billion. They are massive, massive niches. Now, if OnPassive comes in and only takes 10% of all of those niches the first year, they would bring in $48 billion. Now, we already know, and I believe, that they're going to take 90 to 95% of
Julie? Julie? We can't hear it.
Julie, I think you need to unmute.
Unique. It's absolutely awesome. And we are so close to the global launch of OnPassive. Those individuals that are coming in now, the time frame between you coming in now, the global launch, and actually starting to make money is a lot less than 2.5 years. In fact, I believe it's only weeks away. So we are in a unique position, all of us, and the new people even more so, of coming in and taking advantage of everything that OnPassive is going to be doing very, very quickly.
Thank you, Julie. Thank you for sharing that with us. And I'll just speak in Pidgin for a few minutes. Okay, online lo PNG. This is a video presentation where Mike, Ellis, and me make him. Yupla harem finish. Business awesome. You missed up long mark long close to by mipla. Launch him company go the world now. You think him long one plus country, one plus country tasol. By me go long world long 212 plus countries. By all the hub all by looking launching this business. So you come long now opportunity stop osem. You come lo right time osem long time me talk. You come lo right time na right place. Na you can scale him. Suppose clear good to mas long one something or talk long video you can now ask him. You can ask him mipla kata stop long here long screen you look him. Mipla can help him you long answer him one question you got long. So me larem this flow me open na you got ask him, you can put him hand one tap and big up hand bloman or some you look at screen na reply me happy finish. You can walk in one kind that's all. You put him any one tap now by you can ask him question below you. So thank you everyone. Thank you for listening in on this presentation. And we would like to basically give time to everyone to share something, especially our Papua New Guinean leaders. If you can be able to share what you have experienced as a person coming into the business and when the business was introduced to you, and what you thought about it, your perspective of the business and what made you join. So that can be able to shed some light to our new people here on the screen with us. So thank you. I'll leave this floor open. We have Raisul Islam with his hand up. Raisul, would you like to unmute and ask your question or make a comment?
Yes, sir. Very, very good morning from Bangladesh. I am Raisul Islam. I'm from Bangladesh. Actually, I just wanted to talk with Julie, ma'am. Is she available? Hi, Julie.
This is a PNG webinar, so if you have something
Okay.
you want
Actually,
to
sir,
talk privately, you can.
I'm extremely sorry for interrupt, because last Ash sir meeting, Ash sir told us from Monday.
And Razu, if you could please, this is the guest webinar for Papua New Guinea. So if you like to, you could either send a message or come back on Monday during the roundtable and founders meeting. Thank you.
Thank you, Roy. So, okay, do we have anyone who has a question, or we have any? I couldn't bring Freddie and Daniel Sunny onto the platform. The two of our leaders who would like to share. So I think the number of people coming on has been reached, and I couldn't bring them on. Daniel or Freddie, if you're there, raise your hands and we can try and bring you on now.
The panel should hold 100 people, David. You're okay.
Okay, we are 100 people on the panel. Now one's gone, 8, 2. Okay, we'll try and bring them on. Daniel, you there? It's saying promote to panelist failed. So
I think he's coming.
Okay.
It's 15 hours.
Hello, David.
Daniel, I've been on Trullo you.
David, can you hear me?
Yes.
Sorry, I'm driving. I drove my son at work and I'm driving back home, but I can talk.
Okay.
I have a earpiece on. Can you hear me clear?
If it's safe for you to talk, you can talk. Otherwise, we can come back to you later when you're stationary.
Okay, I will go park first and I'll come back. Thank you.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Pala, you would like to make some comment or share your story? Thank you, Pala.
Yes, thank you, and good afternoon to everyone. And thank you for all that you guys have been doing. I'm from Papua New Guinea, but I live in Brisbane, Australia. And though PNG is my homeland, it's my heartbeat. And I've been so thankful for this business, because the business has come at the right time, I believe. So living here in Australia, Brisbane, to me, as a Papua New Guinea, is a place of milk and honey. From Papua New Guinea, sorry, I'm very emotional. Sometimes it's hard back at home. And when I eat, when there's so much on the table here in Australia, sometimes I will not eat because I think of my people in Papua New Guinea. There's plentiful in here. And I believe in other Western countries too, you can identify that. And so living here has been a struggle, but I thank God for this country. I've come to the land of milk and honey. But I always think of my country where life is very hard and very difficult at times. And only those who are up there are able to put food on the table and have 3 meals a day. But most of the people sometimes will only have one meal in the morning or in the evening. Kids go home, kids go to school with a biscuit for lunch or a fruit for lunch or even nothing. And they walk to school sometimes. And so when this company came, when I heard about this company, and I just want to say thank you to my sister Vera Terra, who shared with me about this company, and this is from Papua New Guinea, about this company. And I said, oh, I just lost money with Bitcoin, so I can't join. But with her persistence, I said, okay, just to shut her mouth, I said, I will join. So I joined. And I can never thank her enough for allowing me to join in. And this company, this is our one last hope as a Papua New Guinean, has come for such a time as this. And I know it is God sent. And I know my Papua New Guineans will acknowledge that this is a God sent for us. It is a jewel for us. And we have got that gold in our hands. And so I just want to say thank you to the CEO, Ashma Farah, and David with a kind heart, and to Marty, who is our father, PNG Papa, for introducing this to our country. And so for us to receive this, it's an opportunity. And we don't know how to use it too, because we have never received thousands and thousands in our hands. To us, it's big. And we will not know how to use it. But pray for us that we will be wise, we will be good stewards of using this money. First of all, for the glory of God, for the betterment of our country, and to run with Ash's heart. That's the first thing that we must know, that we must fulfill his heart desire to help many as we can. Thank you.
Thank you, Paula. Thank you. Paula has been a very good help with us here in Papua New Guinea, so she's been very supportive. And we would like to acknowledge her input. She's one of our leaders. She's got a team now, and she's been supporting in our whatever that we need here, especially in running the office here in PNG. So thank you for everyone. I'll just run with my story, so just that we can introduce how we came into PNG. When I was looking for a business opportunity, I was at a place that you could say I was at the end of my road, and that was in 2019. In 2019, somewhere around February. And while I was there, I was thinking, what could I do in order to continue to provide for my family in the city? And Port Moresby in Papua New Guinea is a very expensive place. And if you don't have a regular income, you would be struggling. So I have basically came out from a banking industry, serving in the bank for over 16 years. And then I joined a MLM company. It's a very good Australian MLM company, multi-level. And we were managers of that company, regional managers, managing this company in Papua New Guinea. And it was through that company that we were able to learn the skills of networking and multi-level marketing. So with that knowledge at my background, I was looking for something that would be able to sustain me automatically. And the key thing that was driving me online was to automate my business I have very good products that I wanted to sell, but I didn't want to do it physically. So I went online and I typed business automation, and somehow I think it's God sent. It just landed me in the Facebook page of the Leverage Kings. And you know who the Leverage Kings are? They're my brothers here, Marty DeGamo, Dan Street, and Mike Ellis, the one who just shared this video. And then I just typed in that inquiry box, what do you do? Because when I saw the name Leverage, it resonated with me as a multi-level marketer. And Leverage, I know we can be able to work together and make money from each other. So when I asked the question, Marty asked me for my email, and I supplied my email to him. And he sent me the link of OnPassive. And I went in there and I saw the features in the link, the information in there. Fully automated business, automatic advertising and marketing, builds your team automatically, and it closes the sale for you. So those 4 things caught my attention, and I said, this is what I've been looking for. You know, it wasn't easy looking for a business like this. And I believe in this statement in the Bible. It says, knock and the door shall be opened unto you, ask and you shall receive, seek and you shall find. So out of those 3 statements, the seeing or asking is something you have seen, you are seeing there, and you're asking for that thing to be given to you. So that's easy to get. And knocking is something that is hidden. You have to knock and the door will be open so that you can get it. But the word seeking is something that is not known. You know, you have faith that something is there, out there, but you have to find it, and you have to spend time looking for it and believing in your heart that there is something out there. So, you know, the treasures of life do not come easy. They're very, very hard to get. And if you are looking for it, if you have the desire to find it, you will find it. And that is the one that, you know, caused me to go online. I have to find something in order to automate my business. So I met Marty. Marty gave me the link. That was in February in 2019. And when I saw it, my heart jumped. I said, that's it. This is what I've been looking for. So I just needed to find the money and register. I didn't have any money at the time. $97 is like 400 kina to me. 400 kina. At that time, I didn't have it. So it took me about 7 months. And even though that 7 months I was looking for that money, Marty kept on sending me the emails. It's about 3 emails a week that comes to my email. And every time I see it, I said, man, I just need to get on this business. I don't want to miss it. And it came to a time around September when they were talking about launching the business. And, you know, I was worried. I said, this is the business. I can't miss it. I need to get in. So at that time in September, I had some money, just barely enough. And I was thinking, it's either food or I buy this business. And something in me told me, don't worry about food, get in. So I just got my Visa card and I paid for the registration. So when I paid for the registration, I felt this overwhelming joy and peace just come all over me. And I knew that I did the right thing. So I came back, I went back home and I shared with Susan, my wife. I told her that I got something. So we said, I didn't sleep. It took me 3 days. 3 nights I couldn't sleep. I was so overwhelmed with the business. I said, this business will save a lot of us. So sorry, I'm emotional. I told Marty that time when I signed up, Marty, how many people are sharing this business in Papua New Guinea? Marty's reply was like, I don't know, could be 1. So it's only me. And I said, don't waste time, give me a Facebook page. By that time, they have already changed their names from Leverage Kings to OnPassive Nation. So I said, I like the name, OnPassive Nation. Create a Facebook page for me, OnPassive Nation, Papua New Guinea. And that's what he did. So that's when we started to share the business in September of 2019. But I can tell you that if our CEO Ash had launched the business early in 2020, because that was what they were talking about launching. And in my heart, I was saying, don't launch, wait, because we need to share this business with a lot of people here. And I can say God answers prayer. He sent COVID along, and COVID sort of delayed everything. So we just waited until when the COVID restrictions were lifted in May of 2020. And that's when we started to hold our public meetings. And just the first week or first day I shared this business publicly, the few people that came in, I think some of them are here online with me now. They came in and they listened to what I shared. I had to draw up the presentation on a whiteboard, and we shared a business. And many people at that time, when the guests that they came and they saw the business, they were fully satisfied with it. And within the week, 20 of them signed up. We had about 12 founders since then. And on that day, on May 30th, 2020, when I shared the business, the 20 guests that came in, the 20 signed up within the week. And that's when the fire started to spread into Papua New Guinea. Some of the early people that came in was Fred Lavaki, the late Fred Lavaki. He was in another city, and I called him and I told him, this is the business, brother. It's going to help all of us. And he got on and he invited a lot of people to the meeting, and we started from there. So this is just the background of how it started, how I was led to go online to get this business. And as Palai said, it's God sent. Many of our people have prayed for this, our mothers. I was serving in church, and in our youth days, we used to pray. We used to pray and ask God for, miracles to relieve us. How can we bring answers to this nation? So in 2020, when our current Prime Minister came into office, he made a bold statement that we have to take PNG back. And, individually, as a person, I said, I respond to that call of taking PNG back, but how? How can I contribute as an individual person? So when I found OnPassive, I said, this is it. This is how I am going to help, by contributing my part, taking PNG back and helping our people to improve their lives. And I've seen no other business. I've been in the bank for 16 years. I've done a lot of business proposals for customers, and I've seen business ideas. I've never seen something like this. So if you are in here listening, you will never find this anywhere else. And this is the hour for it. We have come to a place and a time where things are changing, technology is changing, so the decision is yours. We are sharing the business with you here. Thank you. I leave it back to you. Marty, you can share your story.
Oh, David, I love you, brother. You know that. Yeah, I knew when I met David that he was definitely a diamond in the rough. In fact, I remember he said, "How many people are in Papua New Guinea?" And I said, "Well, it depends how long it takes you to fill out the registration. I think one." And look what happened in not much time. It's exploded. And it's only going to get bigger. And I believe, like you do, David, this was not an accident. We met it was a godsend, definitely. I've met more people in this company that are kind-hearted. They think with their heart instead of their greed. And I'm very happy that I met you and your family. And you're definitely my brother from another mother, for sure. And when this thing gets moving, you will have a lot of people on your side in Papua New Guinea. And my goal is your goal to help people in your country, without a doubt. And there's a lot of people here that feel the same way. So I feel an honor that I've ever met you. And it's fantastic that we're about to reap the rewards of what we did. And like you said, David, knock and it shall be open. We got to look and we will find. Sometimes it's not an easy road, but the harder the road, the bigger the prize. So even Ash says that all the time. So, but yeah, thank you to everyone here. Every week people come here from around the world, and it's not just because they have something to say, it's that they want to listen. So you've been an inspiration, you, Susan, and many, many leaders in Papua New Guinea, because if Papua New Guinea, anytime somebody comes up to me, complains, David, I said, watch Papua New Guinea. You want to complain? Go watch Papua New Guinea. Otherwise, I don't want to listen to it. So thank you very much for who you are and what you represent.
Thank you, brother. Thank you. Well, the floor is open. The floor is open. Anyone want to make a statement?
Chris Johnson, what do you have to say, buddy?
Yeah.
I think you're ready.
You know what? How the heck am I supposed to talk when you guys got me all teared up here? Hey, let me tell you something, David, about Marty DeGarmo. If it wasn't, listen, I don't care. All you people, I want you to understand who Marty DeGarmo. Turn off your camera, Marty. I don't want you crying. Okay? If it wasn't for Marty DeGarmo, honestly, I never knew what P&G was. I just started evolving on my lives and going a little crazy. And I get this weird text from some guy named Marty DeGarmo. He says, hey, man, you need to go check out P&G. P&G, what is P&G? No clue. Trust me, just go to the link and go there. Went there, changed my life, changed my world, because DeGarmo, he did the same thing to me as he did to you, David. He brought me to you guys. He brought me to experience something that I've never witnessed or seen before, of people who never gave up and refused to give up. So to me, I think I've missed one P&G webinar because I was at a wedding. And I was talking to Julie tonight. She goes, we're going to P&G. I said, we don't miss P&G. That's a rule, because I come here to get brought up. All right. Never left this webinar going down. I come here and you guys raised me up because I know what you guys did. And we've got hundreds of thousands of people in the United States who can't get one person with all the technology we have. And David Bakau and his P&G Angels are just tracking through the jungles, boats, generators, gasoline, and totally showing us how it should be done. So David, I thank you. Marty DeGarmo, I thank you. P&G, you know I love you. My sister Nancy's on here somewhere. That's the one that really changed my life. So I appreciate every one of you, man. If you don't get in on passive, this is what it does. It makes a grown man start crying. And I'm not ashamed about that at all, because you guys truly touched my heart. So thank you very much, guys.
Thank you, my brother Chris. Thank you, Arnold. Come, Arnold, speak.
David. My name is Arnold. I'm a baby boomer. And as we were growing up, I think our thoughts were to be educated and then get a job. And this thought of business never came into our mind. All we wanted was to have a good education, have a good job, and maybe the money that we get will support our families and our communities. Later in life, of course, some of us would venture into some kind of business. But the question is, why can't we all go into a business, a normal business? And for me, my answer to my own question is, I don't have that. It's not in me. It's not part of my DNA to start up a business. I can't. I've thought about it, of going into some business ventures, normal business ventures, but my heart keeps on saying, no, I can't. It's not part of me to run a business. And I've been thinking maybe there is something different that I could go into. And maybe around 2018, 2019, I started venturing into MLM businesses. Well, in fact, I did a bit of what David was in. David was in one of the MLMs, which I tried. I found that no, it wasn't for me, because you got to keep on bringing in people to sustain you in the MLM business. I tried some others. Again, it never worked. I tried many more. I've also had money on some of these MLM businesses. In fact, I've also gone into a stage where I own Visa cards of these MLM businesses. And I still have this Visa card. But unfortunately, the sustainability wasn't there. The latest I went into was into online business, into cryptocurrency, trading cryptocurrency and mining cryptocurrency. And that was around 2018, 2019. Again, it didn't work for me. So it was around 2020. I joined on the 10th of October 2020. I was participating in an online cryptocurrency business. And on that day, on the day that was the 10th of October 2020, this business fell apart. The CEO came in and said, sorry guys, this is it. We can't go anymore. So the whole lot of us just, oh gee, another one that has gone without making any money. And I saw this message from Marina to a friend of hers. On that same instant that the CEO announced that, well, this is it, the business have fallen down, we cannot go anymore. Marina sent this message to one of her friends, telling him that, well, now that we have no more business to attend to, you probably have time to look at this business. And I intercepted Marina's message. I sent her a private message to her and I asked her, what kind of business is this? And she said, oh, and she mentioned to me about OnPassive. And, as I was doing these businesses, recruitment to me was an evil word. I don't want to hear anything about recruitment of people into a business that I was in. So as soon as Marina told me that in this one, we cannot, you don't have to worry about making money with recruitment. There's no recruitment to make money. Okay, that's good. that's all that I wanted to hear from her, that you will still make money, whether you recruit people on, or you still make money without recruiting anyone on. So I told Marina, I'm interested. So just within the spell of 1 hour, I was going out of one business and joining another business. So Marina sent me the link, I registered, I had some money in my crypto wallet. So I paid my registration using a cryptocurrency, using Bitcoin. And I didn't know that you need to wait for almost 48 hours, 72 hours to be active after you paid with cryptocurrency. But I paid, but somehow Marina pulled the strings, and then within maybe an hour or 2 hours already an active member on OnPassive. After that, I found that there was already a team headed by David on OnPassive. I never knew. Before I joined OnPassive, I never knew that there was a team already in Papua New Guinea, headed by David. I signed under Marina. Okay, and from there on, of course, I started doing my bit to bring some people on. I shared the business, and then, in fact, the first person that got on was my 18-year-old daughter. I get her on just to get a feel of it. And later on, those who were with me in the previous business that fell down came on with me. They followed on with me, and we started building a team here in PNG. I am actually working for a government, and out of an institution that I'm working with, the institution that I'm working with have about a staff ceiling of 180 staff. I've shared with a lot of my colleagues, and out of the 180 that I've shared with, only 7 of my colleagues have joined OnPassive. 7 out of 180, imagine. And I've always told those that joined me that because we are working and we are enjoying whatever we're getting fortnightly, we think that that will sustain us into our retirement and into whatever it is. I know it will come to an end one day. So those of you who are sitting on the fence and working, a message to you is that we work, we earn fortnightly payment. We think that it will go on and on. It won't. It will come to a stop one day. I think OnPassive is this venture that will sustain us beyond and our children and our grandchildren. So my lesson is, my advice to those is sitting on the fence, those who are Thomases, is that come on to OnPassive. The fortnight payment that we are earning now is something that will come to an end. So hopefully I have maybe got someone who's sitting on the fence to come on and join OnPassive. But that's my story, David.
Thank you, my brother Arnold. Thank you. Yes, you have actually added numbers to our PNG tally, and we're hitting 8,000 now. So wait, I don't know if there's some more days left, then we can be able to reach our target, but we'll see how it goes. Thank you, Narelle, my sister from Brisbane. Come on.
Hey, I'm in Mackay. Brisbane's a long way away, but my 2 daughters live there. But thank you, David. I just want to come on and just say, oh, can you hear me?
Yes, now we can hear
you. I just wanted to come on and say, Papua New Guinea, you attract people with heart, because that's what they see in you guys. It's a reflection of what you are. And you know what, Papua New Guinea, you're never going to have to stand alone again. You're never going to have to stand there and say, who's going to help us? How are we going to do this? How are we going to get through? How are we going to be able to raise our children? It's not easy. It's not easy in those countries that are less fortunate. And us who live in the richest country in the world, or world countries in the world, have no idea what it's really like. You know, but you stood out. Papua New Guinea, Marty contacted you. He was relentless until you said yes, basically. But you saw that, and when you saw the vision, you could see the hope that it was going to bring to your country, you know, the hope that it was going to bring to the people, you know. And this is what, when I see your emotion, that's what I see. I don't see David Bakau looking for what he can do for himself. I see you looking at what you can do for your people and your country. You know, and that shines out. That is just so beautiful. I just wanted to come on and say that, and thank everybody for sharing their hearts today. You know, Paula, you have an amazing message, and I'm so glad that you're able to stand tall and stand out there and help those in Papua New Guinea that aren't in a situation to be able to, you know, have what they need right now. But oh my gosh, what a blessing. I know I've been emotional just this last couple of weeks. As things get closer, it really is starting to, I suppose, make us all sit and think, you know, what is this all about? You know, how is this going to change our world? And when you think about that and the change that will bring to so many people, you can't help but get emotional about that. You know, because that is the heart. That's the heart that's come down from our CEO, Mr. Ash Mafara. So thank you, David. Thank you for standing up. Thank you for saying yes. And thank you to all Papua New Guineans who have, you know, listened, who have followed, who have stood up and said, you know what, let's change our country. Let's change our world. So thank you for letting me speak today. I may have frozen David up. Sorry, David. I don't think his internet's much good. While David's unfreezing himself, Nancy, are you going to are you able to speak today? Nancy Yangavi? I know you got a little one in your arms there. Is there anybody else that would like to raise their hand? I will put mine down. Suzanne? Suzanne, come on out. I know David's frozen, but I can see that you're there.
Hi.
Hello. Gosh, looking good.
David must have got problem. I use the phone, so he's on the laptop, so he must have been kicked out. Good afternoon, everybody. I just see only Nerel, but I cannot see everyone here. I just want to say that this business is a godsend. I've been praying also while David's searching for money for us to live in Port Moresby. I spent sleepless night praying and seeking, see a breakthrough. And I believe that this is the breakthrough that OnPassive. I cannot say much, but my heart is full of joy. I'm so thankful to, you know, it's divinely, the divine blessings that we have. And Papua New Guinea will change because of this opportunity through OnPassive. Like many of us mothers and women in Papua New Guinea, we are hardworking women. We find ways and means to put food on the table for our children, find money for school fees for our children to go to school, primary or colleges or university. We have this system of one talk system where it helps us to sustain us. When somebody is down, another family is there or friends to come along and help support. And that's one thing we treasure in our country. And we've seen that with OnPassive, it brings that same spirit of sharing and caring also. We see it in the heart of our CEO, S. Mufara. And with this, I believe that all of us as founders, we will stand together to help and support each other to reach out to our fellow men, our country people to help and support. And I'm so grateful to this business and to our CEO, S. Mufara, to all our tech team who's working so tirelessly for us to see us through. And our very own godfather, Mati Digamo, he's God's son also, giving David this opportunity. Thank you. I want to speak in Pidgin to our founders and our guests also. Papua New Guinea, imi lukim olsem display all disla business in okam natin. Imi ogara time sa tok lang en. Imi all founders, imi mas thankful olsem. Terutama sa disla business em. Papa God is salim le imi planti le imi sa pray where like him pray full of life le imi. Imi lukim olsem disla business ikam em. I'm a sense live le imi all gata inside of disla country. I'm happy me all a community blue you na surround blue you na family blue you. Also now time to sit down and scaling life blue you. How by you spending this money by come through your own passive will help all people blue you. I want to big plus something where you must sit down look long or dream or want something by you making money come. I mean only like money where. But you think also fortnight blue you where you say kisim lilik money ta solo sem 300 or 500 or 1 grand. This is amount la big la money by come inside long. This is la business where you think good long. How about you spending this la money long helping community blue you, sit down blue you. Something in osa come nothing. Planti blue you me pray na big money bring him this la business come blue you me. Osa na me play. Lo you me play talk thank you long. Big man lo display. Thank you, David. Narapla something me like talk long. How me join him this business too? I'm through long. Mike Ellis. My husband spoke to me about this business, but it was the video clips or video presentation through Mike Ellis that have got me on. It's just simple and clear. Down to earth, I can understand. Through this, I decided to come on board with my husband. And now I can see that this business, I've reached out to many people, my friends and associates and lots of people who cannot make it, especially mothers. And lots of those who find it difficult. Mostly, I can say our West Papua community that I have trying to my best to help these people. And they're like outcast. That's one thing that I see that as refugees, they find it very hard to seek social services, not social services, but I mean, be recognized in our country. They can have other jobs and all that, but in reality, in whatever means, they find it a bit hard. And they've been sharing their heart with me, and I decided to help them. And there are lots of others also that I cannot mention, but people like we work at the, behind the scene, helping and supporting and trying to see these people coming out. And through this means with OnPassive, I know that I will have means and ways that it can take me a long way to support community project and people who cannot, find means to help them to build proper housing or water supply or roads and all that. So now I know that I will have money to do all these community projects. Thank you. Thank you, David.
Thank you, Suzanne. I don't think we got David back, but Dr. Benny, I see you got your hand up.
Happy New Year to each and everyone. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening to my queens and to my kings on this amazing webinar in different parts of the globe. I decided to talk because I believe this is the first week of Happy New Year to Papua New Guineans. I want to take this special moment to thank, should I say, King David Bakau and all our leadership council members. I want to thank you guys for all the hard work you guys have been doing on this, our company, in this company. This is really a company that let's say if we introduce it to people and nobody wants to join, we don't really have to bother. We'll just say, well, when the time comes, it will be too late. Now, the reason why I am talking is because I believe that we have newest guests. We have guests here. Now, the first thing I want to ask is, did you guys enjoy Mr. Mike Davis, Ellis presentation? Did you guys enjoy it? If you did, then I think you guys should go back to the person that brought you in to come and listen and join, because this is an amazing opportunity. A company that you don't have to recruit. Come on now, think about it. No auto shipment. Which means that you're paying every month. There is none, it's just one time. Our products are viable and legitimate. A lot of people don't know that. When I talk about viability, I'm saying like giving this, our cell phone is viable, right? Everybody all over the globe, we have a cell phone because it is necessary. So which means that all our products, we have more than 50 products. They are viable and legitimate all over the globe. And pretty soon, all the government, health institution, financial institution, they will utilize this product. So those who have not joined, I am telling you today, go back. If you have to borrow that money and join, do so. Now, our CEO, yes, he is a godsend. Do you guys know that he was born in Egypt? And his father is a carpenter? Right. It means he's a godsend. With this company, I never knew that I would speak to our CEO. But one day I cried. I spoke to this one guy, I call him Tong Tong Tala. He's a Cameroonian Francophone. I said, I pray that one day I will speak to our CEO. Because of my heart, I believe I have a clean heart. The following day, there was a webinar that I attended and I spoke to him. So the reason why I joined OnPassive is because this is a true story now. I am not playing. It's because I was looking for an opportunity to pay off my school loan. My 9-to-5 job cannot pay that school loan. So when I spoke to our CEO, when I mentioned the price, he couldn't believe it. He said, why is it that it's too much, right? I told him that being a single parent, right? You have to push your children to go to school, whether you are married or you are single, right? So I took a school loan a parent plus loan to pay off my son's school fees and plus mine. So it mount out to that amount. So I just want to let you guys know the assurance that our CEO gave me. He sat comfortably, making me to understand that my school loan will be paid. Let me just say within a year. So that makes me so happy. And sometimes when you tell people about this company, they say, oh, it is this, is that. Is it registered? Yes, our company is registered in the United States. If a company is not registered, please don't join. But this company is real. It is also registered in India. And we have our tech department. We have more than 800 employees. I mean, what do you think? This is a real company. This company is not a joke. So sometimes when I talk about this company, I cry because I know that it is my business and it is your business, right? So we have to hold it well and we have to continue to spread that news about OnPassive. Why? Because nobody, let me tell you, with this company, if you don't spread the news now, pretty soon your friends will be mad at you, right? Go out there, spread the news. Even if they don't join, it is okay. But please keep on spreading the news. I wouldn't have known about Papua New Guineans, right? By the way, Rona, she sent me a text that I should attend the webinar tonight. I was sleeping, but when I woke up, I saw it. I said, oh, I said, Rona, I'll be coming back in 10 minutes. Please give me some time. So the reason why I am here is because I love you guys. And I believe that our CEO wants us to work together, right? As a community, as brothers and sisters, just like I will call him Mr. King Marty Degamo, right? He introduced this business to you, right? And I am so happy that you have spread the news all over your country. And one day I will come and visit you guys. Thank you so much for this opportunity. Let us go out there and continue to spread the good news about OnPassive. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Benny. Thank you very much. Yes, thank you for inspiring. We're always happy, honored to see you here and talk to us. You are our queen also.
Thank you.
All right, I think I have Daniel Sunny. Daniel, you ready?
Yes, okay. Thank you, David. All right. Can you hear me?
Yes, yes, we can hear you.
Good one. Before I say my bit of story, I'd like to thank everybody, especially Mati Degamo, Lina Gamoto, Richard Lamont, Julie, everybody, Chris Johnson, our brothers and sisters worldwide. Dr. Benny just spoken. Thank you very much. We appreciate you all very much for your never-ending, tireless effort that you come in here every week to support us in Papua New Guinea. Thank you very much. I really appreciate all of you to give us that support, to motivate us to continue to share this business. Now, before I speak further on my experience, I want to define the word vision, visionary. A vision is the ability, it is our ability to see your purpose in life, to see your dreams in life, to see your desire, and to see your tomorrow. And this is what OnPassive is all about. Our visionary leader, Ashton Pare, we are replicating his vision throughout the globe. And likewise in Papua New Guinea. I'm very grateful. I'm a banker by career. I spent 33 years working in the banking and finance industry. And David was one of my colleagues. And he said this business with me. When David said the business, I had no doubt because I trusted David. He's a good friend of mine. So I joined in December 2020. And last month is my first year with OnPassive. When I first joined, David told me, Daniel, you must educate yourself. And I must say today, I did not bother David with any questions because he told me, educate yourself. And I attended so many webinars around the globe, silently trying to educate myself. And I've never stopped. I caught the vision. I can see my dreams. I can see my desire and my tomorrow. And I couldn't stop sharing. I have an obligation. I'm obliged to share this business with my friends here in Papua New Guinea. But they are not obliged to join. That's why I find every opportunity because I'm obliged. I'm obligated to share the business with my colleagues here and friends and family in Papua New Guinea. But they're not obliged to come in. As long as I share with them, I'm satisfied that I have shared the vision with them. So when David told me to join, I paid my registration and I didn't stop. I just went straight to work from day one. And I shared. In the last 12 months, I have built a team of 188. And it is my desire to reach 200 before we go to global launch. So I'm working very hard. I will not stop. Unfortunately, I was down with COVID-19 in the month of October. So 2 months I was down. I was 94 kg, but I went down to 74. I lost a lot of weight. But I recovered. And when I recovered, I never stopped. I continue to say until today. So because I saw the vision, people must get to know. Because once the door is closed, it is closed forever. So while the opportunity is there, please, my fellow Papua New Guineans, let's continue to share. Because this is the business platform that will help us, our family, our children, and it will have an impact in our community. Like we always shared the vision with us from Para. So like we always said in webinars, OnPassive is a real business, it's a real company, we deal with real people. So we must continue to say, because once it's closed, it will close forever. And I don't think there will be another type of business like this again. OnPassive is the last business. Nobody is going to come up with a business platform like this again in the history of mankind. So while we have the opportunity, please, my fellow Papua New Guineans, your relatives, talk to them in the village. I went ahead in my own village. I see them still sleeping under bush material houses. I plan to build them good houses to collect good rainwater. And I went ahead and bought 2 positions for my village. They don't know, but I told them I'm very shortly we will be launched and I need some help to activate the account. And they just went ahead and sent me the activation fee, and I'm just waiting to activate my account so that I can bring blessings back to my home, to my village, to my people. So this is my story. OnPassive is real. I got nothing to do in my life. I'm a retired banker. And OnPassive is all I do every day. And I will continue to share this business as long as I'm still breathing. Thank you very much. Thank you all of you for your listening. And thank you for coming here every week. And I'm pretty sure that we are now moving on to the new chapter of OnPassive. Very soon, we will no longer have guest webinars. It's going to close. Our webinar subject will change. We will talk about blessing other people. We will talk about how we can reach out to people and make changes in our community. So I'm pretty sure, I think the guest webinar is coming to a close. So if you are there on the founders, please, we have a very, very short window. Let's continue to say to our family and friends so that they also can make a change in their life as well. Thank you very much for listening. This is part of my story. And I'm very happy for Mati Degamo, David come to me, and I'm still talking about OnPassive. Thank you very much.
Thank you, my brother Daniel. Thank you. Yes, I've seen that you have been tireless from day one. Didn't stop. You just took off. Anyway, Richard, come on, my brother Richard.
I love all you beautiful men, women, and children of the world from the bottom of my heart. Danielle, congratulations. You're doing the right thing. Now, in the last week, I realized that we have a new breed of people in this world. And this thought of the new breed, which I call OnPassive Angels, which will be known worldwide, all over the world. And believe it or not, I was thinking of Papua New Guinea, the beautiful, wonderful men, women, and children of Papua New Guinea who are teaching us what God gave us, a heart of love. They share their food. They share everything with one another. And here we are in these rich countries throwing away 30% of our food in the garbage can. And here the people in Papua New Guinea are having 1 meal a day. So, oh bless, to me, is going to make an OnPassive angel worldwide. That's what we will become. We will become not the rich, not the poor, not the middle class, but we will become the OnPassive angels of the world. We will be known throughout the world. Papua New Guinea, you will never suffer again, because just myself, I've been so inspired by this that I kept on buying founder's position. Now, what am I going to call this one? Well, homeless. Well, what am I going to call this one? Poor. What am I going to call this one? I don't know. Oh, bless. You know, trying to figure out what charity that I'm going to put it into. I myself don't need $1 million. But I'll tell you, if I have $1 million and I share it with the people in need that are still suffering in this world, hey, what better thing can we do? You know, I don't need a castle. I don't need a Rolls Royce. But I do need that God-given love from my heart to share with those that are still suffering in this world. And this is my goal, and I think this has become the goal of a lot of angels in OnPassive. So I leave you with that. I love all of you. Papua New Guinea, you still inspire me. Big kiss and hugs to all of you.
Thank you, Richard. Thank you for your heart. My brother Ron. You can
Hey,
unmute.
David. Listen,
How are you? Happy New Year to
I'm
you,
fine.
my brother.
I'm fine. I'm better now.
It's 16
You know,
hours.
today, something kept telling me you need to go to the P&G webinar tonight. You need to stay awake and attend it. And I couldn't figure out why. Something kept telling me that. And the reason, David, is because you're like a shot in the arm, a booster shot in the arm that people need. Because here in the US or wherever, I myself kind of take things for granted. Okay? Because I don't know the hardship that you all go through in your country. I haven't had to live that, thank goodness, thank God. But just to come here and hear you and Susan and the rest of the founders in Papua New Guinea, I'm telling you, buddy, it's heartwarming. It's a beautiful thing. And it's like getting a big booster shot. And I just want to thank you for that. And thank you for doing what you're doing and keeping the vision of OnPassive. Thank you, David.
We lost him again, I think. Ron, you scared him right out of town, man. Nice words, Ron.
I'm sorry about that, man. You know, checks in the mail, okay?
Marty, you want to text David?
I don't know if that's going to help. Hold on.
It's 1 o'clock. I didn't know if you wanted to end it or keep it going.
Yeah, we'll probably wrap it up. If nobody else has anything, this was an unbelievable webinar. It's been recorded. It's also been run on YouTube. So if anybody wants to see it or share it. Thank you, everybody, for being here. Papua New Guinea, we love you. You know that. And thank you very much for the inspiration and what you've done. And I'll never forget it. And I know most people here won't. So I want to say a good night to everybody. God bless and keep the faith. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye, Mati.
Thanks, Marty.
Bye.